What is going on, everyone? It's Kelly here, and right now we're out here in Stuart, Florida, and we're about to go spearfishing on the duck boat. Blue Gabe, you ready?
What's up?
I think we might be the first people ever to go spearfishing on a duck boat, aka the nice new fancy Pro Drive.
And paying bills as I walk up to the boat.
The usual. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get out on the water, and I'll see y'all out there. This current's ripping right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a drift right along these mangroves. This is actually where Gabe shot his big cubera. So I'm gonna hope there's another one there for me today. If not, there's most likely gonna be a bunch of sheephead and snook, which obviously I can't shoot snook, but there's gonna be snook. So we'll find out when I get in. Alright, ready. Oh, it's cold. Oh my gosh, it's cold. Yep, got him. I love that boat. I've never even heard of him before you got one too. Right in the head, stone cold.
Hold him up.
Stone cold dead.
Just put it on spot lock. So now we're anchored.
Well, drifted for about 40 seconds. We're already doing great. This is probably the first speared fish ever in a Pro Drive or a duck boat ever. Nice little sheepy. Actually, a nice big sheepy. First fish in the box.
And the new cooler too.
Beautiful. Let's go get some more.
I'm gonna come over here and see what this is. Oh, it's a big old manatee, it looks like. This big manatee grazing right here, just like a big old beef cow. Big, beautiful manatee. Just came swimming right out from underneath the boat. Kelly's right there. Manatee's right here.
Ready. Smallest barracuda.
I saw a big manatee.
You saw a manatee last time I was here too.
Here's the awesome thing.
What? Oh.
I don't have to anchor up. Go get them, killer.
Am I recording?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
If you guys are interested in the boat that I have, you can check out my channel too as well, or you can go to Pro Drive Boats, and look at their website. They offer pretty much anything you could ever imagine.
Well, I made redemption. I got 2 for 1. A 2 for 1. I was going for the big one. so I got a big tangle to clean up. The other one was like just balancing on the tip and he fell off right when I put it in the boat. But the only thing that matters is I got the porker right here. He was right in the middle of the whole school of these guys. Well, I'm gonna need about 4 minutes to undo this mess. Look at that shot though. Just boop, right through that head. That's a good shot. Again, major redemption on my last shot. I shot at one about this size and I don't even know how I missed it. I'm gonna have to look at the footage on that one. But another one for the box.
Cocked, locked, and ready to rock?
I'm cocked, rocked, and ready to lock. Wait.
You just so messed that up.
I am cocked, locked, and ready to shoot some more fish. That was a tongue twister right
What's
there.
up with the goosebumps?
Listen, this is our Florida winter right here. This is a Florida winter getup right here. All right. Ooh. Well, my gun was on safety.
What are you doing in the tree?
There's a bunch of fish in here. I shot at a barracuda, but my gun was on safety. So, yeah. Sorry, was there not a what? Ow!
So you were listening, you just
He just poked me. A big stingray just came by. Give me the other gun. I got a sheephead and a big branch. I gilled him so he wasn't going far. I got you dinner.
It looks that way.
Thank you for your sacrifice.
How about taking my little 3-prong and get one?
That sounds like a good idea.
Let's see if you can do it.
You know, the hardest thing about this is keeping the fish on it if you don't stone it. So
That's the most challenging part.
that is. So we're gonna find out. Is this where you fish gigged the other night?
You were with me, goofball.
Well, I mean, the mangroves, the islands, the water, it all looks the same sometimes.
Let me see your GoPro. Yeah, you're going.
All right.
Go get him, killer.
The water got colder.
So for a lot of y'all that do spearfish, if you pay attention how she gets in the water, there's a reason for that. Get in real quietly, because believe it or not, it's noisy down there in the water, and if them fish hear all that splashing, they're subjected to freak out. She's already looking at sheep's head. They're underneath us on these logs. Anytime you're spearfishing, ease in the water. Do everything nice and slow. Oh, she got him, she got him, she got him. Get him, get him, get him. Oh.
Look what he did to it. He bent it and then came off.
You get one?
No. Just kidding.
She done broke bad on him, y'all.
I wasn't giving you back this 3-prong until I hit one and landed it. I hit 2, but I like skinned their heads. This one wasn't going anywhere.
There's a bunch of them.
So I went ahead and took the 3-prong and I decided I'm going to shoot something different. Nothing crazy, but a sand perch. And I've never tried sand perch. I know a lot of people do eat them. So I'm going to do a little taste test between the sheephead and the sand perch and see which one I prefer.
That's what we call a goat.
A what?
A goat.
A goat?
Commercial fishermen catch them. They're called goats.
Goats?
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of look like a goat. Like, look at the, ah! Caught him. Like, look at their lips.
Yeah.
Look like a goat. Alright guys, we actually just got done taking our thumbnails. I took mine and Blue Gabe took his because we went fish gigging last night and just slayed the sheephead. Look at that. Ain't no fish getting away from this thing. But we're gonna go back to the house now and I'm gonna go ahead and fillet these fish and do a little bit of a taste test comparison between the sand perch and the sheephead. What did you call the sand perch again?
A goat.
A goat. Between the goat and the sheephead.
Why
Now
weren't you
it's blowing.
Yeah, why weren't you blowing a minute ago?
Listen, we were trying to take a thumbnail and every time we weren't taking pictures, the flag was blowing in the wind. And then when we took the pictures, the flag was just like limp. So.
Same with the sun.
And the sun's out now. Well, it is what it is, guys. We're loading up and we're heading back to the house. Alright guys, so before I fillet the sheephead, check out that kill shot right there. And I want to show you their teeth. Come close, check it out. Legit human teeth. Isn't that insane? You would not want to get bit by one of these guys. Alright, let's flay them. Alright, so you're going to cut against the scales, making that initial cut. Boom. With sheephead especially, and really any fish, you want to cut from the inside out. If you try to cut from the outside in, you're going to be dulling your knife, and you're not going to get very far, because those scales are pretty much like a coat of armor. Poke it through. Boom. Clean the scales off your knife. Alright. So you want to make sure that tip of that knife, you can feel that backbone. Hear that? Work your way up the fish. I'll tell you what, when you're filleting these sheephead, watch out for these spines because they've already made me bleed about 7 times. And I know they're there, and yet I still keep getting poked by them. But that's just how it goes. It's kind of like the fish's last redemption on you. Again, cut from the inside out. There you go. And to take the skin and scales off of the meat, grab your little handle here. You can leave a little bit of meat to hold on to. And you're not going to do so much movement with the knife. You're going to really just be pulling that skin back through the knife. Boom. Look at that. Alright, and there's usually a little bit of bones right here in that bloodline, so I'm just going to cut them right out. Just like so. Give that to the fish at the house. And there you have it. Your beautiful sheephead of fillet. Out. Oh, the wind is blowing. I should have put my hair in a ponytail. My hands are all fishy right now. My dad goes metal detecting quite often and found this sick lure. Pretty much brand new. It's been used a couple times. A little bit of rust, but not too shabby. I mean, that's an expensive lure right there. So shout out to Dad for giving us a new lure. Alright guys, so I've never filleted a sand perch before. I'm super interested to see what the meat's gonna look like. I think it's gonna be a nice white meat. I mean, it just looks like the meat's gonna be white. So, same thing as any other fish. Come in against the scales. And same thing as a sheephead. The meat looks really good. Look at that. It kind of, like this up here, kind of reminds me of spadefish that Gabe cooked, which actually wasn't too bad. So same thing with the sheephead, you just grip that tail, leave a little bit of meat to hold on to. And you really want to just pull that skin against the knife. Just let the knife naturally do its thing. There you go. Alright. Look at that. Not gonna lie, the sand perch kind of looks better. This is interesting. Can't wait to try them. For those of you who have been following me for a long time now, way back on my channel, I did mention a type of bite and a scar that I have on my arm. And I never really went into detail about it because I just haven't. So I'm going to show you guys here in the camera the scar on my arm. And that's all I'm going to show you guys. If you guys want the full story, drop a comment below if you guys want the full story of this scar, and maybe I'll tell you guys. But I'm going to get to cleaning the rest of these fish, and then we're going to go ahead in the kitchen and cook some up. Alright guys, so all I did is melted some butter in the pan here. And I'm not making some big fancy dinner. I'm just simply wanting to try the sand perch and compare it to the sheephead. So I got my sheephead and my sand perch fillets right here. With any type of fish, when you're cooking it, you want to make sure it's dried off completely. Using a little bit of sea salt. and some everything bagel seasoning, which is pretty much my favorite seasoning ever. And I throw some in the butter as well. Okay. This is the sheep head. And the sand perch. Let me tell you, this sand perch has some insanely beautiful white meat. I like to keep the fish moving a little bit just so it doesn't stick to the pan. All right, I'm gonna give it a flip. Oh, great. Smells really good. Still needs a couple more minutes. Normally to check fish, I'll just put the spatula right in between the little like striations on the fish, and if it doesn't peel off easy, it still needs to be cooked a little bit longer. All right guys, it is looking done. Go ahead and just transfer it over here. That's the sheep head. And this is that sand perch. So you know what I just realized is I haven't made a video in my dad's kitchen since the very beginning of my YouTube channel. Probably maybe the 4th video. It's called Back to the Roots, Mangrove Snapper Fishing. And I make mangrove snapper tacos right here. We're gonna go ahead and try this. And I do wanna mention, guys, I made an Amazon store, so any products that I love using or I use in my videos, such as everything bagel seasoning. This isn't the brand I normally use. I use Trader Joe's brand. It'll be in the link in the description below, and I absolutely love it on my fish. I use Kerrygold Irish butter with that everything bagel seasoning, and it is just so good. I love it. And I also add turmeric for health benefits because it's an anti-inflammatory. But I also have a big pot I made the fish head soup video with. I have my smoker on there as well, so go ahead and check it out, guys. It'll be in the description below. And right now, we're gonna get to taste testing this fish. I've had sheep head a couple times before, but not a lot. Really good fish. It has an interesting flavor though. Like the sheep head in general just has like a sheep head-y taste flavor. Ooh, look how easily this sand perch is breaking apart. Ooh, that looks good. All right. I see why people eat the sand perch now. I was out fishing on the Jensen Beach Bridge in the causeway, and I was just catching sand perch, and I was throwing them back. And this one lady had a little cooler with her, and she was like, "Give me the sand perch." So I gave them all to her, and I can see why she wanted them now. It's a really good fish. And I see these everywhere diving. That's really good. All right, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead.
You're not even touching the sheep's head.
Yeah, I keep eating the sand perch now. That's a really good white fish. I'm gonna go ahead and finish cooking the rest of the fish for me and my dad to enjoy. All right, so huge shout out to Blue Gabe for taking me out and sparing those fish, as well as shout out to my dad for helping me film this video. But guys, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, always leaving positive comments, liking my videos, and I'll see y'all on the next one.